Hey guys, it's Neil from FitBody and welcome to this video, the 5 weight loss hacks during lockdown. So I know many people are struggling at the moment by gaining a few pounds during lockdown. Everything has kind of changed for everybody and all of our routines and our habits have kind of just been thrown out the window. So from chatting with all of our clients and helping people with their coaching, we're spotting kind of general themes that are repeating time and time again. So I wanted to kind of break them down into a video where I can give you 5 really good tips that are going to help you as well. Because our goal, as you know, at FitBody is to help 20,000 people lose 20 pounds of body fat or more. So I'm going to dive right into the 5 tips. The first problem that we're seeing time and time again is people are really overshooting their daily calories. This is completely understandable because a lot of people are working from home, so they're very, very close to their fridge and people are bored of eating, and yeah, it's difficult. So what we've realized is that most people tend to now be very disciplined during the day. Our brains are active, maybe we're working, we're busy with kids, maybe teaching from home or whatever you do during the day, but it's between those hours of kind of 5 to 9 p.m. where people are really doing the damage. They're going back to the fridge, they're having treats, they're having alcohol. I read actually this week alcohol consumption has gone up by 70%, and it's understandable. You know, people are going through a lot of hard times. So yeah, 5 till 9 p.m. is the kind of danger zone, I guess. So my first tip is to kind of be aware of that, and maybe assuming you know your daily calorie intake, save up a 200-300 calorie kind of fun calorie allowance that you can have after your evening meal. And having that to kind of look forward to is really going to help you kind of stay on track with your nutrition, and if you're planning it in, you're not going to be overshooting your calories. So that's tip number 1, is know that that's the danger time and plan for it. And that 200-300 calories can be a glass of wine, it can be a bottle of beer, it could be a piece of chocolate, anything that you kind of want to indulge upon, but don't overdo it. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is, assuming you're in a calorie deficit, and most people who are trying to lose weight are trying to kind of adhere to some form of calorie deficit. Hopefully you're getting your macros right. If you're not sure, drop me a comment and I'll help you out. But also a lot of people, when they restrict their calories, they start to experience hunger or false hunger, especially at the moment when people are bored. People kind of think that they're hungry, but maybe they're really thirsty or just bored. But real hunger is something that can affect a lot of people, and it can really sabotage your progress. Now, there's nothing you can do to completely get rid of hunger, because it's natural for the body when you're in a calorie deficit to try to tell you, throw signals out to make you eat. So hunger is natural, and you will experience it while you're trying to lose body fat. But that being said, there are ways that you can reduce your hunger. There's ways that you can kind of blunt the hunger signals. So common ways that you can reduce hunger is to use things like coffee. Black coffee is an appetite suppressant. It will also help you by raising your metabolism because it's a central nervous system stimulant, and caffeine will increase your heart rate and aid kind of thermogenesis so that you're burning body fat. So utilize black coffee when you're hungry. Don't go adding lots of milk because that adds calories. Fizzy water, the carbonation in the water actually helps prevent hunger or helps blunt the hunger. And also the water can fill you up as well, so you get that kind of full feeling. Other ways you can increase your fiber. Remember, fiber expands in your stomach, makes you feel full. So eating lots of fibrous vegetables, lots of fruits, things like that are really going to help reduce that hunger too. But also then be clever with your meal choices. Make sure that you're adding protein to any carbohydrate meal you have, because remember, carbs will stimulate hunger, and by having protein, which takes longer to digest in the body, will help you stay satisfied for longer. So more protein, more fibrous vegetables, drink lots of water, and utilize black coffee. And these tips will really help you stay fuller for longer. The third tip is to avoid boredom eating. Now, many of you are working from home and have your, from all the coaching on MyFitBody Online, I've seen people's home setups are in the kitchen. They're on the kitchen table, on the dining room table, which is right next to the fridge or the cupboards. So that temptation is right there in front of you. So reducing boredom eating can be as simple as whenever you have a craving or a desire to go to that fridge and look for something to eat, whether it's stress eating, boredom eating, whatever eating, do something to distract yourself for 10 to 15 minutes. Now, the research proves that if you can distract yourself for 10 to 15 minutes, that hunger craving, that boredom eating craving will pass and we'll move on. So have some kind of go-to strategies, things that you can do to prevent yourself from boredom eating. Drink a glass of water, call a friend, go for a walk around the block. That will help you mentally reset. But be aware that boredom eating is a thing and you can really easily bat it out of the way by distracting yourself for that 10 to 15 minute period. And once you've done this a few times, it becomes a habit and it becomes a new skill that you have. Be hard at first because naturally you crave, you want to eat that. You can very easily learn that new skill and make that a habit too. So that's tip number 3, is how to avoid boredom eating. Now, number 4 is a really good tip that we've been utilizing for our MyFitBody Online clients, and that's what we call micro workouts. Now, micro workouts are little mini workouts that we complete during the period of a whole day. So instead of dedicating maybe half an hour, 45 minutes or an hour to a workout every day, and obviously if you can do that, do that. But if you're busy, and many of you are now, many of you really restricted for your times with your family, homeschooling, working from home, like a million different things going on, these micro workouts really can be a godsend. So micro workout is very simply just spending a minute of doing something, whether that be some push-ups against the wall or some tricep dips on the edge of your bath, or doing your 50 sit-ups, or doing high knees for 30 seconds. And doing this multiple times throughout the day, maybe once every hour, will really add up over the course of the day to actually a full workout. They can also help you with boredom eating. So maybe have this rule. When you have a craving to go to the fridge, spend a minute doing burpees. If you give in and go to the fridge, spend 2 minutes doing burpees. That's a good tip for you. So micro workouts, tip number 4. Number 5 can be to join an online group to get some accountability. I know many of you, especially our FitBody Milton Keynes members, really are missing that kind of social accountability of having a trainer, a coach, working within a group, working with their friends, and we're really missing that. We're really missing that community, that fitness community. I know that's one thing our FitBody family is big upon, is that sense of community and that accountability to others. But you can still create that. Obviously not going to be as good as in person, but we've got to make the best of this situation. So having maybe a group to work with. We've created MyFitBody Online, so I'll post some information about that below. So we're doing Zoom workouts, we're doing follow-along workouts, we've got this Facebook group where people can interact, have some form of accountability with somebody who's like-minded. So whether that's just texting your friend and saying, hey, do you want to get on Zoom and do a workout together? And then you can have a chat afterwards as well. And then maybe on the days that you're not feeling like doing that, your friend will text you and keep you accountable to the goal. So that's my 5 tips for how to kind of lose weight during lockdown. So I hope that's been helpful. Let me know in the comments below anything that I kind of didn't talk about that you feel you're struggling with, and I'll film more videos and I'll help you out. As always, guys, stay safe, stay positive, stay fit, and I'll speak to you soon in another video. Bye for now.